Drew, you gotta say hi.
Hi. Hi, Tobiah.
Hi, Drew. Oh, we're back.
Yeah.
Hi, everybody.
In the army, call 0800 333 222 1. Actually, no, sorry. That's a bit of an in-joke. In the UK, we have we had, at least, I can never find this advert, an army which it starts off really whispering, and it's supposed to introduce the idea that maybe you want to have a career in the army. And there's like a green beret, like sort of like the equivalent of your Navy SEALs,
No, we have
who's...
green berets as well.
Or was it you who had the green beret? Whatever. there's a soldier who's going through this swamp, and it's like dark, and and there's this terrorist, I don't know, this enemy soldier who spots him, and he's got his AK-47 trained on him, and he's like, so he surrenders, and then all of a sudden, out of the woodwork, or the forest, the jungle, loads of other soldiers just appear, the friendlies, and the other guys like,
why you want to join the army.
and it's all like quiet, hushed, and whispering. And it goes at the very end, for a career in the army, call 0800. So whenever Loz and I actually start talking, like sometimes we'll just be whispering at each other, and then we just at the end of it, like one of us will always go to this, for a career in the army, call 0800. And like that's our free phone number. So like 0800.
Speaking of free or careers, I am so glad I do not work corporate tech support.
Yeah.
So I was reading a story. It's a short one from Tales from Tech Support, because I love Reddit, and it's Reddit. We have a love-hate relationship sometimes.
I don't understand it relationship, but yeah, keep going.
Yeah, Drew just can't understand the glory of Reddit. All you Redditors out there, back me up. Tell him how wrong he is in the comments. Okay.
No. I just don't understand how it works. I see so many people that go, I don't understand how Twitter works. How do you tweet? It doesn't make any sense.
Okay, I don't understand either, because Twitter is literally the
easiest thing in the
complicated social media I've ever seen.
Right, okay. So, your story from
Tales from Tech Support.
Yeah.
So this guy is helping an elderly woman print, and cannot grasp that having 10 jobs in her printer queue is going to back up her printer. Especially when the first one is a 20-page Betty Crocker recipe book. It's like, what? This is not even intelligent. You're printing your well, okay, I do this too. You're printing your personal, like, cookbooks at work, which not necessarily gonna go well for you. Well, to be
fair. So, one thing I'm going to tell you. Recently, in my job...
Oh, yeah. We're playing Exanima again. Keep watching.
Yeah. Recently, in my job, I have been working a lot from home, because I have been having to guide some of the other project partners, and they work very different hours than I do. So... Yes. I take the luxury of being able to work from home, being able to work how I want, so on and so forth, but I have to be readily available on Skype. Right?
Wait, Skype? Now,
yes, Skype. It's painful, but...
You're not even like a Windows shop and you don't use Link?
No. Anyway.
Continue.
Continuing on with the story, as you have said, and I will do. When we were recording this, which is the... I'm actually looking for the date now. The 30th of January 2016. We're actually on sort of the tail end of a Warframe event, and if anyone who knows me, I'm a huge Warframe fan.
Who knows
us? Playing Warframe a lot, so on and so forth. So I took the opportunity to, play a lot of Warframe while at home, and then working late in the evening, so on and so forth, mixing my hours around. And I was playing Warframe, and I got a Skype call from this guy, going like, oh, how am I supposed to deal with this? Oh, look, balloon hand. Balloon.
It is actually kind of funny, because it's like, whoop.
Yeah, no, seriously, just take it off. Oh, no. I was just going to say, like, take off the hammer, but obviously this is recorded. Anyway, so... Take off the hammer. Why are you taking off the hammer? Why are you mean to me? Anyway. So I'm playing Warframe, and I'm trying to explain to this guy what he needs to do. And I'm like, this couldn't be at a more inconvenient time, but, you know, I need to grin and bear this. I need to actually... I'm looking at this, and I'm thinking, surely you need to get a lot closer, but...
The problem is he's using a freaking sledgehammer.
Yeah, but they seem to be missing more. Ow. There go your ribs. And there
now,
goes
with
your
this
knee.
next one, I can't remember if I ever attempted the female body, but just be warned, if I did, it does switch, and she does not have a shirt on. So I will have to censor that if it comes up.
Okay. Anyway.
There's the skills scene.
Okay. I have no idea.
I showed everyone this time.
Cool. So I'm there, and I'm saying, right, okay, what you need to do is you need to allow for 5 sets of parameters on this API call, right, instead of 3. And then after that, we need to test it. And then after that, we need to add weightings to the calculations based on those parameters. And then we need to do this, that, and the other, and like so many different things. And like queuing up the jobs that need to be done over time. And I'm playing Warframe at the time, so this conversation isn't particularly easy. And then he gets really confused at what he needs to do. And in the end, I said to him, right, what's the first thing you need to do? And he goes, I need to change the calculations. Like, no, that's not what the first thing you need to do. What do you think the first thing you need to do is? I need to, and he comes up with the longest. Okay, now, the first thing you need to do, you need to add in 5 arguments instead of just 3. 5 sets of parameters.
5 argon crystals.
5 argon crystals. No, just add in 5 sets of parameters. And he's like, okay. You know what you need to do? No.
What?
Right. You know
how
those...
How do you not understand 5
No, he didn't understand what I meant by parameters. So this is like a 30-minute conversation, and he didn't know what I meant by parameters this entire time. Like,
wait, isn't he coding in like Java?
Yeah. Well, actually, it's PHP. It's basically...
Okay. Regardless.
I call them parameters, you know, they're arguments in an API call, but
right,
because
almost,
it's a URL.
Almost all docs call them params.
Yeah, and it's just like, wow. So
Pain.
I basically... Huh? Yeah, no. So I basically said to him, right, you know how you have these variables? Yes. Yeah, they're
Make
by
2
name.
more.
Yeah. Right? Add 2 more sets of those parameters. So what? We have set 4 and set 5. Yes. Oh. Do that, come back to me, and then I'll tell you what you need to do next.
Jeez.
So, okay.
This is painful.
We're coming to the end of this episode now, already.
I have gloves.
My question to you is, do you recommend this to everyone?
No.
No.
I recommend this to players who want something different and are willing to spend lots of time dying. If you're looking for a fun game that you can pick up and start playing, I wouldn't say this, because as you've seen in the episodes preceding this and this episode, this is not easy to pick up. This is not... It's not like you run around and get a god weapon to start off with.
Okay.
You don't even get a usable weapon. You get something that you have to struggle with,
right,
perpetually. Yeah.
Last question I've got to ask you, and then this is it, right? Can you set stuff on fire, yes or no?
No.
This game sucks.
Right. There's no fire. Drop the mic.
Well then, that's it for this.
Oh, it's gonna end with me dying.
Is it? Is it? Oh wow, it does. Right. Well, that's it for Exanima. You know, if you feign interest and you want to see more, some reason, you know, we can look into that. But now we'll just enjoy Tobias' lovely death.
Yay!
Here lies Tobias. Right. Thanks very much for watching.